Hey, this is Drew Page. Welcome to the Drew Page channel. In this video, I want to just do a real quick talk about what's starting to look like a major problem in Hollywood in regard to women abusing men in Hollywood. So obviously, everyone has been buzzing about the Johnny Depp defamation hearing here in Virginia, my home state, and Amber Heard, and we've heard audio recordings about some of the things that happened. But then news broke today that Michael Douglas said on Rob Lowe's podcast that Deborah Winger, one of the potential actresses for Romancing the Stone, lost her part in the movie because she bit him on the arm. And so I want to talk about that a little bit, talk about the issue of assault and battery, as well as sexual assault and battery and harassment at the workplace and all those things. So if you find this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and you can hit the notification bell so that way every time a video pops up, you can be notified. I have not talked much about the Johnny Depp trial because really I'm trying to step back and see how everything's going to go. I don't really do much in speculation because speculation isn't really that helpful. And that's something for other people to talk about. I'm not interested in that. So, but we've heard the videos where Amber Heard told Johnny Depp, tell people that I hit you. Tell them I hit you and see how they act. Essentially, saying that, hey, you're a man and I'm a woman, and you're going to tell them that, you got hit by me, and see how that's going to happen. And there's a lot there where men can sometimes have a shame complex about bringing forth abuse that they're experiencing by women. There's been this big Me Too movement where you believe women when they're being assaulted and all those things, and that's another discussion for another day for someone else to make. But the bottom line is that it seems now, based on what we're hearing out of Hollywood, at least there seems to be this reverse abuse culture in Hollywood where, they're basically just being brazen about it. Like, hey, you go ahead and tell on me, see how it works out for you. And then we have the news here where Michael Douglas was, working potentially with this Deborah Winger person, and she jokingly is like, oh hey, or oh yeah, or whatever, whatever they would say in conversation. And Michael Douglas says, I would normally just do a good old punch on the arm and say, oh yeah, or oh hey, or whatever. And that instead she says something like, oh hey, and bites him on the arm, and not just bites him, but bites him so that it breaks his skin. And so he goes to the director and says, I don't think I can work with this lady. And so this lady doesn't get the part. And apparently that was some rumor that had been circulating for years that never came to light until today. And why is that? Why did he not feel comfortable sharing that when, if this was something that's been talked about, and this is something that truly happened? Obviously I wasn't there, but if it's true that this Deborah Winger person did this, imagine if it was reversed. Imagine if this was Michael Douglas biting her arm, or some other man biting her arm, and the sexual overtone of abuse that would come from that. Why is that not being addressed with this issue and with Amber Heard's issue? And to a degree, it actually is a little bit with Johnny Depp. I've seen some of the tweets out there where people are like, that she's an abuser, she was making false claims. But what about this? I mean, is there no outcry about somebody biting someone on the arm? I don't understand, nobody's talking about that aspect. I mean, it seems that there is this culture, at least with these Hollywood folks, of these women not being afraid to abuse men, and nobody seems to care, that he's laughing it off. But, later in the article, it says that Michael Douglas was in tears saying that he could not work with this lady in the movie. So if it's to that degree and it's not reported, so it's clearly an assault and battery if what he is saying is true. An assault and battery occurs when there is a harmful or offensive touching of another. So clearly, under the letter of the law, this lady has committed a battery against Michael Douglas if what is being alleged is true. And furthermore, it's a hostile work environment because of the sexual harassment nature of this. Now, it's been a long time. There's likely statutes of limitations and other things involved, so it's not likely that Michael Douglas could bring that kind of claim at this point. But I want to make sure you know, if you're a guy out there watching and some lady does this to you, you have every right to call the police, and you should not be ashamed of it. You have every right to protect yourself, to defend yourself, to take whatever legal actions that you want to take. You don't have to take that kind of stuff. And you know, you can have all these people threaten you with, oh, you go ahead and say, you know, what you're going to say, and see how the public treats it. See if you get any sympathy about it. Guys, you know, you have a legal right to be free and safe in your own person just as much as any woman. There seems to be this issue now where all this type of thing is starting to come out, and there's other accusations I don't really want to talk about yet because I'm investigating some things online about other women in Hollywood who are engaging in allegedly sexually abusive activities, not just against men but against women and even minors. So it's not just a Me Too movement, it's now a Him Too movement in addition. So love to hear your thoughts on this. Please put in the comments, what do you think should be done about this? Is there anything to be done? Do you think that Michael Douglas did the right thing by just letting it go? She lost her job, that's enough? Or do you think that he should have pressed charges or instituted a lawsuit against Deborah Wingard? Hope you found this video helpful. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell, and until next time, stay tuned.